Well, hello there, and welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning May 14th, 2018. This week I will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot cards by Deborah Blake. And I will also be intuiting some messages that come in from our guides and from the energies that I'm feeling to help you navigate through your week. So, how are you doing? It's already mid-May, if you can believe it. We've made it this far. Congratulations, being almost half a year through 2018. It's kind of crazy. Last week we talked a little bit about some polarity, masculine, feminine. I guess that was the week before we talked about masculine versus and feminine. And then this week last week we talked about a challenging situation that then will get kind of resolved in midweek. Let me know how that all played out for you. Super curious to hear your experience and how all of that went down. But then on the weekend, we also talked a little bit about retreat and how important that retreat is right now for us to really unwind and disconnect and just really be open to receive all that the universe wants to bring us, because we've just been getting pounded for so long from the universe, and now it's just time for us to surrender a little bit in a good way and just kind of let go and just allow the universe to bring us what it is that we've asked for. So a really important part of the manifesting process is letting it go and releasing it out so it can come to you in its own way. And how we do that is really relaxing. So I hope that you were able to relax this weekend, because it was really important that you did that. Not only for your own self-sanity, but also for your whole manifestation, all of your projects, all of the things that you want to bring into your life. It's really important that you have some downtime where you're not trying to create. Because when you've already put in your order and you're just waiting for it, it wants to really come to you. But if you're trying to ask for more, it might just cause a little bit of confusion in your energy, and it might derail those things that are trying to come to you faster. So that was just what the energy was last week. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it feels like this is trickling in. And it's more almost about like restoring your energy reserves that have been so depleted for so long. So that's where this retreat process comes in for this week. It's really important that you just take time for relaxation, I think, a little bit. And of course, that all comes with balance. But if you can find ways to maybe relax instead of going out all the time, if you can maybe stay in with friends instead of going out to loud places or places that can kind of drain your energy, those types of things. So that being said, if that's not something that is going to happen for you, that's fine. It's just that you might feel a little bit tired in the beginning of the week. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And I also think that there will be lots clearing in the throat. So things left unsaid, a lot of breakup baggage is stored in the throat. I find with my clients anyways, a lot of this is ex-related things. Lots of truths coming up with yourself, facing the truth within yourself, facing your own truth in this world, if you've been living it or not. And it'll be in a clearing sense. So it'll be very obvious, I think, all of the things that are clearing from you. And if you are experiencing certain types of challenges, it'll be very apparent, I think, why those are happening, especially if you, like, now that you're watching this, you know to watch out for it. But when you find that things are coming up for you, or you are experiencing certain types of emotions that you haven't felt for a while, you might know, okay, this is actually clearing what was unresolved from this sort of experience. Those kinds of things. Anything else with this? It's going to be a really great week to create as well. So if you can combine your relaxation retreat downtime with some creative activities, go paint some mugs or something like that. Express yourself in some way. It's very relaxing, and try to not judge yourself if you're not an artist. Just try to have fun with it. It'll be very healing for you. And it's a way to clear out that throat chakra as well. Okay, a little bit of anxiety. Nothing too crazy. Just watch your thoughts. Make sure that they're not taking over and carrying you away on a crazy ride that you can't really come back from very easily. They're gonna your thoughts may want to take you on crazy spins. So maybe try to just pay attention to your thoughts. Get into that practice of noticing, or even when you're going down a spiral, just reminding yourself or asking a loved one to kind of gently remind you of your practice to be more positive, or to actually start watching what you're saying to yourself. You can have a buddy, partner up with them, and they can call you out on your stuff if you start to go down in a bad way. And they can just help you to refocus your thoughts and thinking and asking the questions like, why am I having these thoughts? Starting to analyze things. Because none of your thoughts are random. They all have purpose, right? And they can serve you if you learn how to make them work. Ooh. Yeah, these are interesting. We had some cards fly out. Monday. Yes, and this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, we have selected our cards. So for the general theme that flew out, we have the 10 of Wands. So I think we've received this card in the last few months anyways. So she's carrying everything up the hill all on her own. She looks very displeased. This card is about not being a hero and not being a martyr. So you don't have to do everything yourself. You're just making yourself out to be all alone in a situation where you could have help. You don't have to take on everything yourself. You can ask for help. You don't have to do it. There are plenty of other options, but this card is just a reminder to not be so self-sacrificing that you make yourself feel depleted because of that. So this card is kind of, about other people, like not wanting to make... This is kind of like an action that you do in order to make other people feel guilty because you're so busy and or you are just such a nurturer that you're going to take care of everybody else and nobody else does anything for you. But more strongly though, this message this week is about not doing that to yourself. Just not even putting yourself in that situation. Nobody likes a martyr, but especially it doesn't feel good. And that's the thing, when you are doing things like this, where you're just like, well, I have no help. Stop and ask yourself if you're making that out to be your own actions. If your own actions are making it that way that you don't have any help. Well, did you ask anybody? Did somebody actually ask if you needed help and you said no? Well, if so, then you have nothing to complain about. That's just a gentle reminder to ask people for help when you need it, because feeling that way is not going to do you any good. It's just going to make you feel worse. And for some of us, I think that makes us feel good at some times, but it really doesn't. It lasts for like a little tiny minute where you feel self-righteous and you feel like, oh yeah, they're going to feel so bad because I'm suffering. Well, the reality is that not many people really care. So just keep that in mind. You can ask for help. It doesn't mean that you're weak, and it'll just make your life easier. So look at your life. As you go through next week, are there areas of your life that you could ask for help in? Are there areas, we were talking about last week, are there areas of your life that you can insert more love into? Are there areas of your life that you can outsource? I am a huge fan of outsourcing. Outsource your grocery shopping. Outsource your meals if you have to. Outsource your driving, whatever it is, laundry, it doesn't matter. There are people out there who can help you, whether they're paid people or whether they're friends and family, those kinds of things. So just utilize the tools that you have around you. And, ask yourself, if you ever start to get into this situation where you're lugging all these broomsticks up this steep hill, and say, is there a way that I could have help with this? And that's also about self-care. And that's where we're talking about when we want to rest this week. It's the self-care aspect to it. Asking for help is very brave, because I know a lot of us have a really hard time with it. But it's also about self-care. That's the first step, is understanding that you're not in this alone and that you can ask people for help, and that you should. Especially us women out there, we kind of take on everybody else's stuff, and we feel guilty or we feel selfish if we ask for something or we want to serve our own selves. But that's not selfish. That's the most basic human right that you should, make sure that you're well taken care of. And especially if you're going out there and you're helping other people, those people love you and they want to help you back. So you think you'll be pleasantly surprised this week. That's all I will say about all that. So then we have Monday, Tuesday, the 7 of Cups. So this talks about indecision and a variety of choices. So you may be experiencing lots of different aspects of your life. Perhaps many doors have opened and you need to pick which one you want to walk through. If that is the case, that energy on Monday, Tuesday is not going to help you make a decision. So if you can maybe avoid making a decision on Monday, Tuesday, maybe push it out. I haven't seen the rest of the cards, but maybe push it out a little bit. But just be aware of your life. Again, this is all about reflection. So where in your life are you being indecisive? Where do you have too many options? And where can you make some decisions? And that might be in relation to the help. Are there decisions that maybe you can make based with help? Or are there decisions that you're not making because you think that you're alone in the decision? You don't have to do things by yourself. You can incorporate them into your lives with other people, or you can ask other people their opinions, like kind of talk out loud, think out loud, those kinds of things. So you're not alone in your decision making either. Okay. And so middle of the week, we have Queen of Pentacles. So again, so far this week, we have no major arcana. So we have a lot of power this week as well. So it's all in your hands, really. So the Queen of Pentacles is smart, savvy. Basically everything that she touches turns to gold. She is a, wicked entrepreneur. She's very grounded. And her physical life is very rich. So she has a beautiful family. She has lots of money. Her job is being a queen, which is pretty sweet. So this is a reminder that this can be you. So if you are trying to accomplish something that's maybe you've been having trouble with, you may find that something shifts in the middle of the week. And if this is you and you have lots of different decisions to make, you may find that that decision is very grounded and very easy to make in the middle of the week. This is also obviously talking about money. So a female could enter into your life, or you could be the female, or it could just be a feminine energy. It's different for everybody because this is a general reading. But you pay attention to the women who walk into your life this week. Is there a woman who's coming in who can really help you from a business perspective? Or I have my meditation music on and it started playing It's a Beautiful Life by Ace of Base. That's very random. This wanted to play. This is not in my meditation playlist. That's so funny. I have no idea. What a technical glitch. Anyway. So be the Queen of Pentacles in the middle of the week. Utilize your amazing success or amazing skills to manifest success. And just know that, this will be you sitting on your crown or on your throne. You will make the right decision. If this is you and you're not really sure what to do, just what I like to tell people is pay attention to the things that you're trying to convince yourself to do. Those are usually your ego decisions. So you're trying to actually convince yourself that it's the right thing. Where if it just feels right in your bones, you I just know it's the right thing and I can't really describe it. And you're not trying to convince yourself of something. So when you start talking yourself into something, it might be the wrong decision. But just have faith and know that this can be you and that this will all kind of resolve and you will feel better about whatever decision you have to make by the middle of the week because you'll be feeling abundant and prosperous. On the weekend, we have 8 of Swords. So I know that we've had this one quite a bit, actually. 8 of Swords. So what they're saying is that, I keep saying that, we've been receiving the same cards over and over again. We're stuck in this similar energy. So they're going to continue to give us the same messages until we get it and we move on. So that's basically what happens. If you start to see new cards in your tarot deck all the time, you're going through a new phase. There's been some sort of new energy. And so this is energy that I know that we've dealt with. When you're feeling like this, come back to the Queen. Come back to this, because this makes you feel helpless. The Eight of Swords. She thinks that she's totally doomed, but she's not. She can easily untie herself and cut herself free. She has that within her power. So there may be, some difficult decisions that you have to make this week. Know that everything is going to be okay and that you have the power to set yourself free. You are not stuck. You are not trapped. You are not totally screwed. You are going to be just fine, and that you will make the right decision. And utilize the help. So this is a general reading, and this message is so vastly huge for all of us. But I'm also getting that for, a few of us out there, that we are feeling like this right now. We're feeling totally overwhelmed and totally overworked and totally alone. We have all of these crazy decisions that we have to make, and we don't know which is the right thing. Someone is going to come in to your life, whether it is just somebody who's doing something that you like and you want to do that, or somebody you have a conversation with, or somebody you just hear talking, whatever it is. Somebody may enter into your life that can make you remember that this is what you want and this is where you will be. And all you have to do is set yourself free to get there. So it's kind of a lovely story the way that plays out. And so this person will come in to help you with this kind of feeling. So if you're feeling very overwhelmed and overworked, that she will be coming in to help you actually alleviate some of that stress and tension. Could be even your mom. Your mom's like, let me just take the kids off your hands for a few hours a day so that you can get some work done. It could be as simple as that. And that could just be enough for you to say, oh yeah, I'm not actually trapped. I have no idea what happened to my music. Now it's playing house music. I guess my playlist just collapsed. Anyways, that is irrelevant to your reading. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead filled with love and light and tons of clarity and setting yourself free and taking your power back. Know that you don't have to be stuck carrying everybody's garbage. You can set yourself free and come back to the queen that you are. If you would like a private reading with me, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com and come and visit me at katiehunt.ca. I would love to hear from you. And while you're there, feel free to subscribe to my website so that you can be entered to win a free Reiki session, which are quite awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and being here with me. I so do appreciate your time. I do not take this privilege lightly, so thank you so much for watching me every week. I hope that you have a fantastic week.